It's Monday morning, start another week. I've not been very productive and sort of fallen off the wagon quite a bit with my diet over the last 2 days. I've just been struggling a bit, lots of things going on. So I'll just quickly show you what I'm making today. I'm actually doing some minced beef and onion there. And I've also cooked up some chicken thighs, and I've got some Brussels sprouts and mixed veg and a bit of onion in that. That should be cooked down for later. Just trying to sort of make the most of the gas so I don't waste the gas while it's on. Great news today, just have been accepted into the Van Life Festival Field of Dreams display section, which I knew I'd get anyway, but I just didn't which I was sort of getting it officially sort of done. I sort of bit of pressure on me now, because now obviously we've got to get Hope together, get her painted, finish the build, make the back better, so that's a mess. Try and get the insulation done. It just prioritise really now the jobs, because obviously I'm not going to be afford to do it all, but I've also got to do the bits that will be mainly on display. For instance, we've got to finish the cat section, do this stable door so people can come and be stopped here. If I can't do the roof insulation yet, I'm certainly going to do this wall insulation. So we've got the bits, I've got enough polystyrene to do this wall, and hopefully foil, so I can get that done. And then I can probably just clad these two walls with that one over the top of what's there, because the other side of that one is going to be insulated hard anyway. So I should think that'll be enough just for the interior wall. And again, I can do insulate the other side of this, though again it's interior, so I don't think I'm going to worry too much. Obviously I've got to finish building this. The idea I've had with this is to make a square frame that the shelf can sit on. And as you can see, these doors I took off before will actually fit on that nicely. So I can put one there that will leave room for the shelf to drop down. Obviously I have a shelf there. I've got to get the work surface cut off or find a worktop. Obviously I'll do it in ply if not for now. So that would actually present so much better once that's clad and got dyed and everything, got wood stained, and got a bit of cupboard in there, hidden a bit of space. And the cat wheel, we've got a bit of cat caging that's going to go at the top there and ply on the bottom. Same with here, we'll have the ply door and cat cage, or some sort of door there. Stable door here. The back of here, obviously that's going to be a big job. Obviously we've got to build the bed again, but for priority at the moment, got to get a loo door on, so just apply wooden door and get rid of those curtains. Some hardboard to finish the ceiling off, and we can put some silver foil on that, and then that can be clad over when we can afford to clad it. Obviously all the walls have got to be insulated properly and taken apart and built properly. That will come later. It's not as such a priority, because we can say we can just make do. We really want to get the exterior bits done that are on show, and it's all going to be down to funding. And obviously the tin of paint, obviously got to paint the outside as well. You know, I've lived fine like this. Obviously I've just got to work out how things go. Obviously with the toilet door, the cats won't be able to get into their litter tray, so I'm having to think about things like this. I thought I might just cut a hole in it or even put a cat flap in it, so there's cat flap going in the bottom of the toilet door, which might be a nice way of doing things. Obviously all this shelving here, I've been trying to figure out what to do with this, and I'm actually thinking now that if I put this centre one upright, then you still have the step effect, and it give it more space to put them on here as well. So that might be the way around that, and that will allow this one to sort of stay low. I mean, I say I don't know if I've got to go higher on that or not. Maybe I've got to go that, then do the higher step, and then that one up again. We will see what happens over that. Or I might just have a shelf across the bottom of there and then make them go higher. Maybe the boxes go higher and do a high ceiling storage, and have the cats have a different walkway. I don't think there's room for that though, but I'll worry about that afterwards. Also, I've been busy making all the jewellery and everything, get that all priced ready. Di's making some wonderful cat faces for me to sell. These are my own ones that we're keeping. It's all condensated in here, so I'm cooking. Obviously I've got to make this section here when I've got to get some legs on the back, on the ramp. I've already bought 2 of the scaffolding feet, because I bought them for Grace. So I've just got to find some metal pole for the legs, and then that they can at least have the veranda would be able to open down and be an area. I'm burning my dinner here, look, so I'm talking to you a lot. So anyway, I'm just, like I say, I've got to do a to-do list now of the jobs to be done, do a checklist against what I've got available in materials now and what I've got to find, buy or raise funds for. I have actually done cleared the lounge out. I can now see the lounge floor. Everything's been chucked into the bedroom, so I can slowly work through things and advertise things, bring them out bag at a time and advertise things and get them on marketplace. I might even put some on eBay now just to get things sold. And David will be mending the shed roof, refelting that, so as I sort through things, and the things we can keep will be put in the shed, so that would really help. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog because I've not really been doing much, and to show you that I'm still here. Obviously I had a lovely trip to Dyes. I've come back, I've been really busy because I'm making the jewellery, making the bits together. I've got to order some packaging, because obviously even though that's going to be for later on in the year, I've got to get that done now, because now the money has got to be invested into Hope and getting her right. So I had to make sure I got all these bits done and packaged straight away, because obviously all the little fundraising gifts, if I can get them advertised then and they're ready to sell, then that'd be good. Anyway, so there we go. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all sorts, but I think just to get this kitchen area done will make such a difference, because we can always shut this bit off and nobody go in the back bit there and just have the display looking in here, come and see the cats in here, and you know, and obviously I want them to look at it through the back, but if it is, you know, if it's cold and rainy and wet, then at least they can still see by standing here and looking through the van there, just, you know, or even be walked through. But I think this is going to be the focus now, to get this kitchen area done as much as we can, and the cat playroom done, and that's just going to be such a wonderful thing to present. Obviously the fiberglass is set and there's no leaks there now, so all this carpeting's got to come off at some point as well. I have got some spare, I'll have to look and given to me. I don't know what colour and what quantity it is, but if we can just get that freshened up as well. Obviously we've got to do over this side as well to build the box in here for the batteries, get all that redone at some point as well. But obviously right now Sue's bin is getting this bit done, because right now it's just bitty and messy, and it's just a, you know, a make and do scenario. Right, I'm going to turn this dinner off and I'll catch you all later. After a very long break, we decided to come out for a walk. The sun's out, it's quite chilly, and I know the cats want a bit of variety, and they obviously need to get back in the train, and we've got a dog out at the moment, so we're just waiting for him to clear, and then they should come out for a bit of a stretch, a little bit of hunting. Good boy, Spirit. Go TT, if you want to get out, I'm walking. There's another dog at the bottom coming up as well, so there I can see that. I haven't done any exercise, so this is more about me stretching my legs as well, and just getting back into routine of giving them a bit of variety rather than just stay. Good boy, Spirit, you're coming up, you're coming out. So just staying around the van where they keep to their own little space as well, obviously. So yeah, stretch my legs today. What are you doing? Are you sitting in the sunshine? You're a good girl, good boy, aren't you? So I did a little design on paper of how to paint the van yesterday. Just going through the options. That I did because it would have been a few different paint jobs to change my mind, so it's quite a good idea to do it on paper, where you can see this bottom line going across there. We're going to have all that black underneath, so all this would be like the yellow sandy colour, and then there'd be spots just on the angle going down here to make it look like a bit of a cat, and then on the back it's going to be the circle with my Savannah cat head peeking out like a porthole looking at the vehicles behind, and then on the top slopey bit on the front we'll have Wildcat on the Road, and that'll be enough really, I think. But just changing the colour to like this yellowy sandy colour, it's just going to change what it looks like completely. I'll show you, I'll put a clip of the picture in. It's not a brilliant picture, it's only a sketch, but it'll give you an idea of where we're going with it. But yeah, it's quite chilly today, but beautiful day. So we're just making the most of it. They've been enjoying that bit of patch of ground there. Been doing a bit of a dirt bath, rolling in it. Good boy, good girl. You alright, Chief? So literally we're just back from our walk. I'll go back inside in a minute and get on with my to-do list and David's coming back tomorrow, and we're going to focus now on getting the kitchen and the cat area done, so that can be contained ready, so we can have people look in the van at the shows. I have to order some more wooden insulation, I expect, but just want to use it what we got and get a to-do list and a buy list of what we need next. And get on with the different priorities. Good girl, good boy. Yeah. On you good girl. You good girl, good boy. You doing playtime? You playing chase? Yeah, I can't wait for the spring to come and all the little grasshoppers and bugs and everything that they can sort of play with and have a bit of focus on and chase and everything. But they're getting on really well together and playing with each other, which is good. You good girl, good boy. I think they must have been out about 5:45 this morning. He wanted to go wee very desperately, so I had to get up and let him out. So she went out at the same time, and obviously they're back now. But they did enjoy going in the pram for a pram ride. They just sat inside. They knew they were going out of their area, so they stayed inside. I went down the park, and so she saw a dog, but she jumped out, fluffy tail up, all on dog alert. But she wanted to run back. She knew the way back once we got to there, so she literally pulled the pram away back, and then Spirit jumped out at the very top of the road where he knows and walked back as well. So that's good. So just got to do lots more of that, and everywhere we go, and getting used to the walking. So I might have a night out at the park for night locally at some point, and the weather's a bit better, so we can get a little bit of a walk down the Pennine Trail for a bit of a break as well. You good boy? You good boy? Yes. I said my lounge is clear. I said got a clear lounge, so I can slowly sort of work the way through the back bedroom and sort through bags and try and get things sold, but nobody is buying. So, you know, a lot of my build's going to be down to, you know, me getting rid of my junk and everything and my worldly goods. But if nobody's buying, I haven't got the money to reinvest it into the wood and the insulation and everything. Oh, you're rolling. Good girl. Is that nice? Oh, what's Chief got? So anyway, leave that there. Stop the waffling. Just trying to get a few bits of video together for the next vlog. I'll catch you soon. Morning everybody. Right, so today is D-Day, David Day. As you can see, I just cleared all the kitchen bits out, a bit steamy in here, ready to do some more work. The plan of action is to get that wall insulated and get the bench built. Obviously not today, I've got to do that. That's got to come out, insulate the wall. We've got to get some cat cagey bits on here, on this side here, to get this blocked off. Get a doorpost on this bit. All depends what wood we've got left. So I think we've really got to sort of do this insulation because I haven't got enough stuff for much else. Very kindly again been sponsored by Forever Glass Art to do this kitchen area, along with David of Doncaster Hypnotherapy, who's doing all the labour and building alongside me. So huge gratitude to those two, and of course not forgetting Mark's Van Life, who sent me some tooly bits to mend my tools, so that I can get some more work done. So when David gets here, I'm going to take that pram out of here to give him some working space. That will come off the wall, this will come out, curtain pole's got to come down. Hopefully that can be left as it is. We shouldn't really affect that, and we'll get the big sheet of ply out and cut the ply to that. We've got some polystyrene left, so I'm pretty sure I've got enough polystyrene to insulate, foil to insulate, and ply to go on that. Hopefully try and do a bit of polystyrene on the roof as well, but I don't think I've got enough of the Celotex, the silver foil stuff, so we've got to wait till that comes on order. It may be easier to do all that one go. and I could probably manage it on my own anyway. But I'm sure David will be back. And again, I just need David to cut some bits out and get these things out, and then I can obviously carry on the build myself. The other thing I can't do, which David's going to do, is to help me fix the cat cage frame onto here, so we have all the black metal framework, expensive framework on that, so the cats can see out of it and climb out of it. Whether I'm just going to do, I was intending to do ply here and cat frame on top, but we will measure and see the space for 2 bits of cat frame. It'd be nice to see through both sections, to be fair, but I'll go and measure that in a minute. So yeah, here we go again, and like I say, thanks to Forever Glass Art and Doncaster Hypnotherapy, and we'll see how far we get. Obviously I've got to put a Wix order in, so we'll do a buy list today, and then we'll wait and see what we've got and then continue. But obviously it's important to get this section done, because it's a place where, you know, people will see from the door, and I can keep the back door shut and keep this shut, but at least, you know, this is the place that's going to be seen first, and we want to get some doors in here and in here so the cats can be contained when people are coming in and out to see them. So we'll catch up with you later. So these are the parts of the cat cages that we're going to be using. There's a door on this one, and then we have another one at the top here, and then we put a bit of wood in the middle. And we'll also use that in these doors here as well. And we're just getting the CLS ready to frame out the bit of the insulation. A beautiful day. So you can see here, this is the other parts of the cat cage that we've used. And we'll be using these sort of things for all the doors. Try and get everything through the doorway. What I wanted to do. Yeah, that's the trouble I had about bringing the actual building the frame in there. I couldn't stand it upright. This is going to be the trouble with the ply, isn't it? So as you can see, we've got the polystyrene in. We're going to make a template for the ply. Now, unfortunately, I wanted to put all the ply in one go, but I don't think we're going to get it through this doorway unless I open the back up, which I might still. No, I can't. There's a mess in there. I'm not going to do that. So we might have to do the ply in 2 halves. But obviously, I wanted the top section in one piece, so that it's nice to be able to do the cladding too. So we're going to do this, get it foiled, get it taped, and then get ply on top, and then I'll get some, what's it called, cladding? I'm thinking of it.
Yes.
Yeah, cladding from Wix, and then that wall, it would be beautiful to get that done, and then wood varnished, and that'd be one bit done. Still got the roof and everything to do, and these sides to do, but a bit of time. So we're working on a bit of supplies I've got. We've got to put another order in. So today we're just sort of doing what we can, and then do a buy list. And then carry on with it. Let there be light, he said.
Yes.
Oh, it makes such a difference, doesn't it? I mean, I'm going to be lost with it, the light coming through this roof. Oh, look, that looks so nice, doesn't it?
Fantastic.
That is going to be so nice clad. Oh my word. What a difference just by putting that on it. So I get excited. So when you start making it transform into things, isn't it? And you can see it come to life. It's just...
Yes.
Oh well. Right, let's stop doing this bit. So we've got some left for the next bit. So now we've cut it a bit bigger. So we can get a template for the ply. See what size window we need. Make sure it opens and closes okay. Show me up here. Look, I'm just saying I do everything by hand saw because I've got no tools, and he's bringing a flipping jigsaw and the circular saw. Table saw, what do you call it? Portable table. What do you call it? Portable table saw.
Circular saw.
Circular saw, that's the word. So he's just going to chop the bottoms off now. So this is what I couldn't do on my own, especially with a hand saw. So making sure Dave's on here and get the bits done that I can't do on my own. I'll carry on building when he's not here. Right, so we've just done the paper barrier. There's some leftover, it's in a bit of leftover vehicle screen. And we're going to try and get the ply in now. Look at that, we managed to get it in one go. Right, so now we're putting the ply framing in. Hopefully it'll fit in. Pull that wire up over the back as well before you do it. A bit of a kick and a squeeze, it might work. You need to cut the corner out from the ledge on the bottom corner, bottom right hand corner.
Don't know yet.
There's a bit of metal. I don't think you went that far, did you? Yay! So don't worry about the exterior around the window. We're going to put window sills and frames and that in. We just needed to make sure there's enough space for me to open the window at the moment and to supply attached. That made a big difference. Yay! So because we're having to use the CLS framework on the outside and hold it in place and also work on this side, which has got to be insulated in here, we can't screw to the outside of the wall because we've got to grind them off and it goes through the whole metal. So we're just having to sort of play with framework on the outside to hold it in. As you can see, that looks really nice like that. And then I'll clad in between the CLS for a nice finish. Comments about wonky window circles. That's done on purpose because it's everything's being clad over the top. It's just a bit of framework.
That ain't going anywhere.
Makes a heck of a difference, doesn't it?
So what we'll do is later on I'll get something a bit thinner than that.
Yeah.
We'll put a box around like this.
Lovely.
So it goes all the way around on both sides. And then we'll put a little batten on the inside and make that so you've got a little shelf for a windowsill.
Perfect. Lovely. So what we'll do on this side, we're going to have the same CLS both sides, and then we'll insulate and ply and clad, or just clad, see what happens. Hopefully ply as well. We'll see what wood we've got left. And then the cladding will go around into the kitchen, and then I'll also clad this side. So we have a nice little, it's going to look so nice. My cladding in my Canadian cedar again, that was in Destiny, which would be absolutely beautiful. So we've run out of supplies now, so we've got to get an order in and then we'll come back and carry on. Obviously we haven't started that side yet, but we're going to order everything we need now so we can get the ceiling done, the cat panels done and the cat area done. This all clad and lined and insulated, doors in both here and there, and then it's going to look absolutely awesome. And cladding obviously as well. Obviously I've had to keep everything out for now because work in progress, so I'm not going to put everything back in. This is where we're at the moment. Exciting times ahead.